Well, good morning. It's a chilly morning, but it's a nice morning in Ohio. This is Windy Hill Kennel, and we are out here this morning with Hazel's Schnauzer puppies. These guys are ready to go home. They're going in tomorrow to be spayed and neutered. So I have an early morning to the vet in the morning. I have to be at the vet's by 7 a.m. and I've got about an hour drive. So it's going to be an early morning by the time I get them loaded and ready to go. These guys are all sold. They've all had their haircuts. And normally I don't do a video at this last minute before they go home, but I wanted you to see them all with their haircuts. We have one that did not want their haircut, and it was the red male. And I'm dying to see that one someday when it gets its haircut. They're doing great. They're current on everything. They are ready to rock and roll. So we did some current weights for you. Vanessa did this yesterday, so I'm going to leave this zoomed out and hopefully keep an eye on them while I do these weights. So the red male in here is, I'm sorry, wrong way. The red collar in here is 2026. It's the Merle Phantom, and it weighs 4 pounds, 14 ounces. The neon green collar, which is the other black puppy, the Black Phantom, is 1777, and he is 5 pounds, 2.6. The purple collar puppy, which is 1762, is a female. She's the chocolate Merle. She's over here in the corner. There she is. She is 4 pounds, 13.7. The neon pink collar, which is the Black Phantom female, is 1765. She weighs 4 pounds, 1.4 ounces. And I'm actually going to switch. You know what? Before I go any farther, I'm going to walk through this way. I am facing the sun that way, so maybe this will be, this is going to get my shadow in there. But it was so much. I don't want, maybe that's a better way. I'm hoping the first part of this didn't come out really yucky because the sun was in your face. That looks like you can see him better. I think I had him shadowed the other way. Sorry about that. All right, so the neon pink, oh, it's so cold. I'm going to put my hood up. Hold on. It is windy, and it's cold this morning. All right, so the neon pink one is 1765. She's 4 pounds, 1.4 ounce. All right, let's go on. The light blue collar, which I call turquoise, Vanessa calls it light blue, is the male. That's the fuzzy guy right there inside of underneath the little tyke at this point. He is a whopping 6 pounds, 7.8 ounces. He is one big bruiser. Love the color. The yellow collar puppy is 2049. It's the male buff, 5 pounds, 10 ounces. He's laying down there in the grass. Somebody flipped him over, I saw. And last but not least is the neon orange collar, 1783. He is 5 pounds, 12.2 ounces. So, everybody is really doing well. They're all crazy people, that's for sure, you can tell. Activity level has not changed any. I think it's amped up, if anything. I'll tell you what, Schnauzer puppies, if you've never raised Schnauzer puppies, they're a different animal, I'll tell you. They love to argue with each other. They love to wrestle. They growl a lot at each other. They're just non-stop. I know many of them are going home this week. So if you have not booked in with me, you're going to get a call from me today so we can get these guys booked in. They have been a really pretty group, a fun group to raise. And I think this has probably been my favorite Schnauzer litter in a long time. Love the coats, love the personalities. Hazel is just a really special girl, and I'll be anxious to see how these guys turn out as they grow. Whoops. We are going to breed Hazel again to the same male. I'm crossing my fingers for a red male, but we'll see. This is probably going to be the only one and only, and I should have kept him. Everybody is doing so good. They are more than ready to go to a new home. And you're going to need to wear off their energy, not on a leash. You know, people that put them on a leash and never let them off, I think it's really sad that the dogs can't run their energy off and do whirl and run and jump and bounce. And if you don't have a fenced yard, I understand. There's so many other ways you can let them run and play. And, you know, if you want to invest in an X-Pen, don't get a 24-inch. This is a 24-inch tall. I would go at least a 32. And I think there's 4 of them hooked together out here. But it gives them a really nice play yard. That way, you know, if you're worried about letting them loose to where they can run their energy off and play, you don't have to be so leery because of having a kennel. And they're really cool dogs. But Schnauzers are different, and they're bullheaded, and they can be mouthy, and they can be noisy. I always tell people, if your Schnauzer talks to you, and you'll know when they talk to you, don't talk back. Don't make the same noises. Don't talk back, because if you do, you're going to regret it. Oh, you're going to regret it. The orange collar, when she's like, oh, I'm going to slide down, I got to go back. I got to go back. There she goes. And there's the pink collar one down here at the bottom playing with some toys. But I hope you all had a chance to see your puppies with a haircut. I love Schnauzer cuts. I think they're so cute. I'm going to leave them out here for a couple hours. When they get cold and wear out, I'll bring them back in. But for a while, we're going to leave them out here and let them play. Let them run this off. Oh, there comes the wind right at me. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video, but I'm freezing. And I just basically wanted you to see these guys. And this is absolutely their last video. And it's been a pleasure raising these guys. I hope that we've gotten them off to a good start for you. I hope that you continue with their training and you be strict with them. You will not regret it. They know the words no bark. They know no bite. I do not let them touch us with their teeth, and I crack them in the nose if they do and tell them no. I don't squeeze their nose. I don't snap their nose. I just bop them with the back of my hand in their nose, and I do it hard enough that they're going like, oh, I'm not doing that again. And otherwise, those sharp little teeth are like needles. And especially if you've got small children, don't leave them alone with them. It's not that they're mean, it's just they're puppies. And, you know, especially with little kids, you're going to need to keep their nails on the puppies cut short. Not your kids' nails, but the puppies' nails. Because they get really sharp like little needles. And so that's something to kind of pay attention to, because otherwise your kids are going to be scared to be around them. When they scratch them, it hurts. Well, have a great day. I hope everybody has a blessed Easter this weekend. I know we're looking forward to Easter, and it ought to be fun. I haven't had a dress on for 37 years. I've always been a jeans and a pants person, slacks or whatever you want to call them, but I'm wearing a dress this weekend. So we talked a bunch of our Sunday school class girls into wearing a dress, and everybody had a fit. So yeah, this will be fun. So I'm looking forward to Easter, and I'm just looking forward to the whole weekend. It should be a great weekend for family and church, and I hope you attend a church of your choice and celebrate Jesus' rising. So have a great weekend, and I'll see many of you soon. Before the weekend, I think we're going to see a couple people, and we'll talk to you later. Call me if you have any questions. If you have not booked in and you see this video before I call you, call me, because I'm going to call you. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.